Demon Slayer was the most popular anime in 2019. During its peak, it was impossible to not see anything Demon Slayer related, both in the internet and in real life. Their upcoming season, the Hashira training arc, is about to premiere, but I'm not here to talk about that. I am here to talk about why Demon Slayer Season 3 was not only underwhelming, but also didn't make the same noise that other seasons did. First off, let me start by saying that Season 3 was not bad, it was just underwhelming, and definitely the weakest season of Demon Slayer. The best part of Demon Slayer anime has always been Ufotable's animation, and the animation for this season was definitely not bad. It was just not up to Ufotable standards. Ufotable is a victim of setting the standard too high. Season 2's animation was impeccable. The last 2 to 3 episodes of Season 2 was all some of the best animation I've seen in anime. So coming into Season 3, the hype was real, and more importantly, the expectation was tremendous, and Season 3's animation did not live up to the expectation. The second biggest reason why this season fell flat are the Hashiras involved. I think Demon Slayer's second best attribute is their side characters, and the Hashiras are a big factor of that. From Rengoku to Tengen, both have been terrific, and the Hashiras this season are the same as the season itself, underwhelming. Like, they're not bad, just mid. Moichiro is cool, but I feel like this season served as a setup for Moichiro. He didn't really get a lot of his personality this season, so hopefully in the upcoming seasons we get more of his savage personality. Mitsuri is cute, her sword is sick, and that's pretty much it. Although I think we got more of Moichiro than Mitsuri in this season, so I want to see more of her. I think this season served as a setup for both Hashiras, because we need to see more of Moichiro's personality, and Mitsuri already has a lot of personality, so we need to see more about her. And speaking of side characters, the biggest reason why this season wasn't as good as the previous is the absence of Zenitsu and Inosuke. These two are the reason why Demon Slayer as a whole work. Tanjiro as a MC is good, but if you isolate him, his flaws starts to show. Him being a one-dimensional character, that's why the weakest part of season 1 was the first half, where he was the focal point of the show. Zenitsu and Inosuke are both a really good contrast to Tanjiro. Both Zenitsu and Inosuke can bring something that Tanjiro just can't. Both of their chaotic and ridiculous personality, and not to mention their ability to make anything funny.
早いもん勝ち。
いいぞ、好きなとこで寝ろ。前日はどっちがいい？
とんでもねえ話だ。ふざけないでいただきたい。自分の個人的な嫁探しはあ言わせてもらおう。
善逸！
あんた嫁が欲しいからってバカかってめえ。
そういう妄想をしていらっしゃるんでしょう。
クソガキがいや
3人嫁
てめえなんで嫁3人もいんだよ。
嫁も死んでんじゃん。
ブサイクよね。
あたい絶対吉原一の花魁になる。いいか俺は神だ。
具体的には何を？
とんでもねえやつだ。
いい質問だ。派手を司る神、祭りの神だ。
俺は山の王。よろしくな祭りの神。
何言ってんだ。気持ち悪いやつだな。
なんだと
やめるんだ、伊之助。
The two don't just bring personality, they also carry a load where Tanjiro is lacking at, and that load is their character writing. Both Zenitsu and Inosuke are better written characters than Tanjiro, and it's not close. We love Tanjiro for his unwavering love for his sister Nezuko, his compassion, empathy, gentleness, and just his overall kindness. Tanjiro is just a really lovable character, but he was like that since the start. No development, no character arc, nothing. His whole character plot is he needs to get stronger and save his sister Nezuko. That's it, and that's all he needs, because the other two has all of the things Tanjiro don't. When we first met Inosuke, he didn't have manners, not caring for anyone, wanted to fight everyone.
すごいだろう俺は。
No chemistry with his teammates, and we gradually see Inosuke's development. We saw Inosuke slowly learn gratitude, care for other people.
ありがとう伊之助も山の中からありがとう
肌触りもよどのような時でも
And you can even say that he was the leader of the trio in some part of Mugen Train. And also,
ねえ現実だかかるんじゃねえよ死に方すんなつぶったそうが行くぞついてこい獣の呼吸死の牙切れこまざきや
he trusted his friends in Entertainment District.
行くぜだねえぞ初のか
触診のみに集中
We saw this tree headbutting man
見ちゃダメだ
turn to the clutches low-key MVP of the trio. And yes, he's the low-key MVP of every arc he's involved in. Mugen Train, he located the body of the demon. In Entertainment District, he located the food store. He released all of Tengen's wife and Zenitsu. Speaking of Zenitsu, Zenitsu is probably my favorite character in Demon Slayer. Although the trio take turns being my favorite, it just depends. But most of the time, Zenitsu is my number one. He is the most realistic character in Demon Slayer. Therefore, Zenitsu is also one of the most relatable character. Everyone can relate to being scared, useless, powerless. His want for someone to love him is all very relatable, especially as a kid. Now, Zenitsu isn't the first anime character to have these characteristics. In fact, so many anime has done this that it became an anime trope. But Zenitsu is one of the few coward type character done right, and it's mostly because we can see him improve over time. In season 1, we saw that the only way Zenitsu gained confidence, be brave, is if he's unconscious, cause he imagines himself as the strongest when he's unconscious. That's why he only fights when he's unconscious. But in season 2, we saw Zenitsu stand up to Tengen and Daki, becoming more courageous, and that's why Zenitsu is such a good character. His journey from being a coward to being courageous, although his journey isn't done yet. The next step for Zenitsu is to fight while he's conscious. And I'm not saying that Zenitsu should get rid of his fear completely, because I love that he's scared. As the famous saying goes, without fear, there cannot be courage.
雷の呼吸一の型
迅速
And that's all the reason why I think this season didn't live up to the hype of season 2. Not having Inosuke and Zenitsu, both such amazing characters, it pretty much shot itself in the foot by doing so. Although I am very excited to see Infinity Castle arc animated, which should be the next season after the Hashira training arc. So should be either next year or 2. We'll see all the best fights in Demon Slayer manga animated.